There are a couple of hot topics when it comes to diet these days. One of them is gluten. And some of the people we talk to say, you know, the whole gluten thing is just the next fad. What do you see that as? Is it really as big a problem as what we're hearing?
Yes. And I think the reason is because how we use wheat and how we use gluten has become such a processed food in our diets. So the use of gluten is now in everything. I'm not against people going gluten-free at all, because I think it's really important that they start to pay attention to their diet. If you pull the gluten out of your diet, now you have to pay attention. Is there this there? What am I eating? How do I get things that are not gluten-free? So when someone comes to my office and they say, I want to be gluten-free, I'm like, okay, let's put you on a gluten-free diet. Maybe you need it. Maybe you have celiac disease. Maybe you don't. Maybe this is your effort to see if you can reduce inflammation, reduce processed foods, decrease your carbohydrate intake. I'm willing to work with it. It's going to emphasize us trying to find healthier foods for you. I don't think it's the next fad. I think it's just a new conversation people are having about food. I think as we move away from low-fat diet and move towards foods that are more functional, gluten is kind of caught in the crossfire.
And so how would somebody know if they might have a problem with gluten? Are there certain symptoms that kind of manifest?
So we have to first break this down into celiac disease and non-celiac, because somebody who has celiac disease is in a different category than someone who doesn't. You get a lot of pushback from celiac foundations today that the attention on gluten has negated the severity of celiac disease. You know, so everybody says they're gluten-free, so maybe restaurants and producers aren't taking it as serious as they need to in regards to removing the gluten from things. So we need to separate that question into two answers: those who have celiac disease and those who don't. You can get tested for that. That's a blood test. If that's suspected, you get tested, and if it's negative, then we can have this conversation about gluten and other things. If you do have celiac disease, we need to make sure that that's managed the right way and that all of the gluten and wheat are out, and not just out from your food, but out from your supplements and out from your products and out from your life, because it's a true allergy. On the other hand, someone who has a sensitivity to gluten or a celiac sensitivity, they may be bloated, they may get skin rashes, they may have headaches, they're fatigued, brain fog, excessive thirst, emotional instability. I mean, it's kind of a huge range of symptoms that somebody could have if they're gluten or celiac sensitive.